Neuhoff Media, ESPN Decatur, WSOY, and Channel1050.com have changed the game. Once known as just Friday night game coverage on radio, is now in a class of its own. Daily sports talk about local athletes, video coverage with highlights, feature stories, and interaction with players, coaches, and fans. 24-hour national ESPN radio coverage, and your favorite pro and college teams. Neuhoff Media goes all year long.
Well, it is pretty simple. I mean, there's no off season for us. Even in the summer, at our slowest point, there's always a football season to prepare for, and summer baseball, AAU basketball, Gus Macker, all the local summer events. We're in a great spot. There's always something to cover here in Central Illinois.
The leaves are falling. Here comes high school football. The Chicago Bears, the Fighting Illini, and the ISU Redbirds.
Passion around here for high school football, almost unprecedented. It's why we can offer 2 games a night. Brett Zerfasky, Troy Hayes with Bulldog Club on WSOY, and Tony McLean joins me at the ESPN game of the week. That's just one night a week. The Fighting Illini will be relevant again eventually, and all those games are on WSOY. We get to carry the ISU Redbirds and Chicago Bears and more NFL games throughout on Sundays. But it's way more than the weekends. We're right there with the high school volleyball programs, it's boys soccer season, and it's cross country. Might not sound like a big deal. The last 4 years there's been at least one state championship to cover, whether it's the St. Teresa girls or MacArthur grad Michael Clevenger.
It's beginning to look a lot like cold. Time for high school basketball, the Chicago Bulls, and Illini and Redbirds hoops.
Hey, the Chicago Bulls, they may be the favorite to go to the finals this next year. On top of that, WSOY has a Fighting Illini. John Gross just keeps getting raises. He's doing a great job, and that team's about to be nationally relevant. ESPN again covers the ISU Redbirds, but a big chunk of our winter is high school basketball. Brett and Troy with the Bulldog Club on WSOY, and ESPN has a game of the week every week. Decatur basketball is on the rise with MacArthur and Eisenhower's youth. Warrensburg-Latham boys and Central A&M girls are already favorites to go to state, and we get to sit back and wait for which program will surprise us next, because it's going to happen. Plus, we get physical. We got wrestlers at state every year we get to cover, and a lot of fans love that dose of grappling.
Are those flowers? Here comes the St. Louis Cardinals and Chicago Cubs.
Hey, the Cardinals are on WSOY. They go to the World Series every year? I'm not a bitter Cub fan or anything, but ESPN does get to carry the Cubs because someday, please, just once, but what ESPN and Channel 1050 do get to cover are great local baseball players. There's almost as many playing in college right now as we cover in high school. In addition, high school softball here is unbelievable. There's always 2 weekends of state track athletes we get to cover, and that Malzahn girls soccer team demands attention.
ESPN Decatur, WSOY, and Channel1050.com never stop.
It is so awesome to have listeners who are also viewers. We have a show cam in the studio for the show, but the big definition of that is Channel1050.com. The growth in web hits and video views is unbelievable, and they're all featured in the social media world. So once we throw them up on Facebook and Twitter, everybody wants their child or quarterback or soccer player to be seen by all of their friends. So each video makes its way around and thousands see it. We love the athletes. We talk to them, we get to know them, we bring their stories to our listeners and viewers. And Channel 1050 takes that to the next level.
I mean, it's pretty cool because like you guys said, I mean, not every town or even area even has anything like this or any kind of coverage like this. So it's cool that even the small towns get some fame.
Coaching cross country and track as long as I have, you know, you were lucky to maybe get a story in once a year, you know, and that was probably at state. Now our kids are getting interviewed, their names are out there, and that's not only important to them, it's important to their families, but also don't overlook how colleges look at multimedia and find out, you know, especially smaller schools, they don't have big recruiting budgets. How do we find out about kids? We find out through all sorts of mass media, and that's such an advantage we have here in Decatur, because of, you know, 1050 and Eric Lee's show and all that such.
There's still limited space on the ground floor, but the launch into space is in full countdown mode.
Right now, we deliver on a passion that people want to see and hear, and it could never happen without the support of the community. We've had sponsors with us from day one, and we realize the importance of every dollar we receive. It won't work if we don't do this as a team. The sponsor isn't winning, we're not winning, and in many cases, our sponsors have been winning.
Eric Lee, I think he's great for sports. He understands the sports world. I mean, he's a sports guy, and it's a perfect job for him. He's so suited for the job that he does. But at the same time, he also takes great pride in the people that sponsor with him. He has no problems with calling and asking questions about what products and what we want to say and what your company does, and so that he always gets it 100% right when he's talking about our company on the air.
It has been a great relationship between us and Neuhoff Media. It's grown every year. It's been such a positive influence for the business side of things. Every aspect of what we do within the promotion of our business, Neuhoff Media has helped us out every step of the way. It's been a great marriage, a great partnership, and cannot say enough great things about how much they've helped grow our business.
I'm thrilled to be part of at the beginning on that one. It really helps business immensely because you're dealing with the people that like to be out and about doing the things. They're active people and they see this, they like to hear these things and be involved. And then like you said, they're going to be paying attention, they're going to be listening, and then the advertisers are getting their action in there as well. And so to be part of that is a big deal. It gives you the connection to the community and helping the business at the same time. And that's a big deal.
Eric and the staff down there have done a great job of presenting new opportunities. Eric came to me a couple years ago, or the staff from Neuhoff Media came to me and were looking for new opportunities. And one of them was to sponsor the first downs in the football games, the high school football games. What a great way to get out there. How many first downs are they going to be during any given football game? So I looked at it and thought, this is a great way to reach the audience that I need to talk to.
We are so pumped to do what we get to do, and we're going to continue to do what we do until they drag us away from it. We're going to keep doing things in a different way and reacting to feedback. And what excites me the most is we do it as a team and we do it together. Those of us in the studio, the athletes, the coaches, the fans, and the listeners. But there's still room on the team. The bandwagon is open, so let's be teammates and do this thing together.